All right, well, here's a game spotlight that I did for a game that is kind of a little bit different, but it's a shoot 'em up game called Space Bomber. Take a look. Hey guys, today we're taking a look at Space Bomber. Space Bomber was developed by Psycho, which, if that name sounds familiar to you, is probably because you've played some of their other games like the Strikers 1945 or Gunbird series. Those games, as well as some others, were made by Psycho, which tells you right off the gate, Psycho knows how to make shooter games. So don't discount this one just because it's ranked 163 in the game store. This is a hidden gem in my opinion. Now, this was an arcade game that released in Japan only back in 1998. Graphically, you've got these kind of realistic scenic backgrounds, but you've got these goofy enemies that you're fighting. Everything from space squids and UFOs to dogs. This guy's a trash can. Turns into like an Optimus Prime, which is pretty cool. Here's another boss. This one's a bit of a ham. Seriously though, look how big this boss is. I mean, what a screen hog. So in the original arcade, you could play as a gold ship, which had like a spread shot. There was a blue ship that had a rapid fire shot. And there was a third ship, which was a polyomino Tetris piece. And it had a drill. Now, I think there might have been licensing issues with the Tetris thing. And so that's not the version that we got here. So you don't have that option on the iRcade version, but it's still a fun game. The trick to this game is you want to use these special powers. Now, you don't have a bomb on your B button, but instead what you can do is you can use your go gadget arm.
Go gadget arms!
And you can use that claw to grab power-ups, or in most cases you want to use it to grab the enemies. And you'll be spending the first couple playthroughs of this game just kind of figuring out which enemies are best used to just kill, or which ones are good for using for their special power. Some of these special powers are pretty awesome against the bosses, and other ones are great for clearing waves out. Now, why would you want to use that to clear out a wave instead of just killing them? Well, because that's the trick to getting high scores in this game. Some of these special shots will do like spread shots that'll allow you to take out a whole wave, and when you do that, you can get all these money bags, which are worth a lot of points. So if you want to get on the leaderboards, guys, you gotta learn how to use these special powers and which ones to use when. This turtle has a cool special ability. When you stand under it, it protects you from bullets with its shield, or as I like to call it, a shelter. So anyway, guys, this one's $7.99 on the store. The difficulty ramps up pretty nicely. It's a nice curve where it starts out pretty simple and gets a little bit more difficult at the end trying to dodge all these bullets, but it kind of forces you to have to use those special powers in order to be successful at this game. I never really felt frustrated, though, that I was going to die immediately several times in a row or anything like that, like I have with other shooters. So it's not too incredibly difficult. It is rated T for teen, so keep that in mind because it's a typical Psycho cutscenes and stuff, but I don't think it's anything that's really much of a concern in this case, and no nudity or anything like that. So definitely this one's worth checking out on the store. Total game length will take you about 26 minutes start to finish. I want to see you guys on this leaderboard because this one's a lot of fun, and it takes a couple playthroughs to really master this one and figure out how to use those special powers, and it's a nice twist using that claw that's just different from other shooters that are out there, and I think that's why this is one that's worth checking out. So give it a go, guys. This is Space Bomber.
Space Bomber.
Space Bomber. Have you guys tried that one?
Oh,
I have not.
I have that one.
I have not. Nope. But you make me want to play it. Like, is that leaderboard pretty empty? 'Cause I might have to go get it.
I haven't looked at it in a few days. I don't know. I'm not sure where we're at on the leaderboard on that one, but you guys should definitely try it out. It's different. You got to play it a couple of times to really get that mechanic and learn, like I said, which ones to grab and which ones to ignore.